I think it's this feeling to be free, to do what you want as a person, as a musician.
I feel pretty free.
Für mich ist das Stück Freiheit in der Musik, mich auf eine Bühne zu stellen, das zu spielen, was ich möchte.
I think jazz is an expression of freedom for musicians.
And I heard Coltrane, and I thought, like, this guy is free in a certain sense. I mean, his spirit is free, and yet he's doing something intelligent. You know, I mean, the same is true for a great sportsman. You know, he's doing something intelligent, and yet he's free to move within his discipline.
At first, I was kind of limited because of my abilities, but also because I was taught to control myself way harder than I should in this case. You need to let go sometime and feel free.
But I'm living that music. I love it. It's my passion. It's a kind of dangerous thing to lose everything you have to in a composing way. You're doing the music in the moment together with other musicians. That's an important thing. I like to play in a band. The interaction and this interplay between the musicians in the band, with a bass drum and drums and piano or guitar player. These are lucky moments if that works very good. That's what I like in jazz.
It developed from the working songs from slaves to this free jazz music style where everybody's totally in their own expressing and world and feeling free. And that's kind of amazing.
Ich habe auch zweimal in Ostberlin so eine Art illegales Kleinkonzert und privates Konzert gespielt in einer Wohnung. Da ging man dann ohne Instrument über die Grenze und ging dann in Ostberlin, Prenzlauer Berg in irgendeine Wohnung. Da war ein großes Wohnzimmer, 50 Leute.
Here in Germany you can play and say everything. In East Germany you have to look for the political correctness. And so free jazz was, every time free jazz was a little bit like revolution against the political organs. So that was very important for them to play in that way, more than in West Germany.
They were either allowed to play old Dixieland music, I mean the old forms of jazz, the beginning forms of jazz, and or free jazz as an expression of the anti-capitalistic movement, you know, and that was a very big thing. And they have a very big free jazz tradition.
Viel mehr experimentell. So, wenn ich das jetzt einfach so in einen Begriff, viel experimenteller eigentlich, als wir gespielt haben.
In Poland, in Czechoslovakia, they had a pretty open policy towards different forms of art and the interaction with Western musicians. That didn't change. That didn't change Poland. That didn't change Czechoslovakia. That didn't change anything. This whole thing with freedom. What I meant with freedom in jazz is it's a human thing. It's an individual thing. It's a choice that you make within the society you live, whatever society it is, whether you are born in the East or wherever. That's my feeling.
Things you can learn with jazz, this to go in this dangerous situation to have nothing, only to play by yourself. This is one thing for a person to learn, freedom, to learn, to follow and to lead. Sometimes as a musician you have to play things to give impulse. Otherwise, you have to play with the other guys together, and you are in the second line and have to play what the other are playing. So this is a social learning, and as a musician, you have to have this experience with jazz if you want to be a complete musician. I think so.